McClure live. There's one king that just came from church. Well, I guess you could say there's a trinity. My mom always said you can't bear the burdens of the world. She got that from her dad. I think about the thousands of people stomping around here yesterday. What good did it do? I do like the ability to have free speech and the right to assembly. Those things are all very important. What a beautiful day. It comes down to local politics. You know, I'll try to point out that the Chamber of Commerce is just giving away money to the rich people. I'll try to point out that the board of directors of Go Topeka won't share their voting decisions. I have no concept of how our mayor became mayor of the year, because I sure didn't get a vote on that. I think about my opponent being a lobbyist who's paid to think one way. He's actually paid to think for the League of Municipalities, do their bidding. Lobbyists are paid to do what the people that pay them to do. Makes me also think how Topeka pays more dues to the League of Municipalities than any other city. That's what I've been told. We live in a town where one guy doesn't have to make payments on real estate, where the government that regulates that doesn't enforce state law. We have one county councilor, the illustrious attorney, point out how the city can then recapture that money, and then they don't execute that. Let things go on a decade. But from a pure real estate standpoint, and that's something I know about after doing it for 46 years, to just give money to a building owner who already has reduced taxes of $3,500, to put a lease with an NGO that also just gives money away to charity. So everybody will think they're great people. It's really, the whole thing is set up to where the person speaking against it, you're the problem. What we've got going on right here in our own town is so much more important than the stompings around of what was going on yesterday. That's my opinion. Our local government things that we can change. Good morning. I'm good. How are y'all? I'm giving my Sunday sermon about freedom. Say hello to everybody. Glad to have you. If you're not from Topeka, we need your sales tax money. All right, we love you. No, thank you, y'all. See, you got to be the mayor today. Mayor is not so much an election. The mayor is it's a state of mind. It's what's in your heart. You know, I've had to attract people. I remember when I was living in Greeley, it was more about getting people to Greeley. You know, that's a tough town. Kenny Moffrent and the cattle yards. Woo! It was worse than Frito-Lay, I'll tell you that. We need, number one, top priority, first thing over everything. Well, actually, Tuesday night, we can amend the budget to give Kerry Higgins and the One Stop more money for all the social services that help the mentally ill, the drug addictions, the homeless. We can change that Tuesday. We don't have to wait till you get a new office. But today, going forward, I've got to start educating people with the help of Robert Williams, the Citizens Commission, and why the Citizens Commission is so important. And the players of the Citizens Commission, plus the citizens. The 18 members, I need 17 more as committed as Robert Williams. We need. And I'll tell you what I want to do. I would like to be the mayor for a term, and then I'd like to help the Citizens Commission, see where we are. Because I'll tell you, a friend of mine said, Henry, whatever you do, whatever happens on this election, you shouldn't run for office again, because it personally does. It takes a toll on you. You can feel the hate out there. There's a lot of corruption in politics, and it stinks. It does. It's bad. Somebody very powerful or a group of people would have to come to me with a sales pitch second to none to ever get me to run for office again. But I look forward to serving the people of Topeka and Shawnee County. We really need to talk about putting Shawnee County first. Because the borders of Shawnee County, we're all one city. We're all one. It's all one neighborhood. We're one group. But that's what the Citizens Commission does. It brings together the stakeholders of Shawnee County and puts us all together. But what's so beautiful about it, it puts a group of citizens in the same room to make sure that that we have the government that we want. I believe more than anything, you don't have representation based on your taxation. I'm the guy that if you said, Henry, a bunch of us are going over to throw crates of tea into the Boston Harbor to get back at the king, I would have been one of the guys over there helping. But I hate seeing our sales tax money being misdirected abused, spent in the wrong area, just to enrich the elites of our community. We've got to stop that today. I will only be one vote, but I think in the future, I could convince people to do the right thing. It's all about our roads. I mean, if we all voted on the fact that we wanted to get our roads fixed. What better economic development? But let's go to the water department real quick. We've got to put a person over at the water department that knows how to run a business. Not was put there by some city manager that made, in such a short period of time, more bad decisions than any one individual I've ever seen. And how our mayor got mayor of the year, I think during his tenure, I mean, as a retired police officer, I'm not so sure that our police department has been shepherded the right direction. I know that if Brian Hill tells me that Clump can be our chief, I trust Brian Hill. Plus, what's nice is we got Brian Hill watching over us in this community. Topeka is a great place to live. We have such a beautiful history and heritage. I sure do with my family. I know that just my grandfather being a part of the school board since 1925, never believing in separate but equal. But we need to make some changes today. We've got to stop funding the elites. But we need legal help. I think that Chris Kobach and KGay, they need to get involved with what's going on here, because what we have, it's more of a legal issue. I'm disappointed in Kobach because I think he focuses too much on the national issues, just much like the people here. No kings. Well, we have kings in this city. They're the ones that can take the treasury and empty it just for their own use. What a brisk fall day. I'm not dressed really warm enough, but it is beautiful. I was just at church and the lady was saying, "Oh man, I love days like this." I mean, it's worth tolerating a Kansas summer to wake up to a morning like this. As we enter into fall, think about the change that we need in this community. I'm willing to, proof's in the pudding. I'm willing to tell you like it is. I'm willing to promote things that would create change for us for the long term. I'm going to ask you to vote for me for mayor. I'm willing to tell you today, I'm willing to tell you right now, I'll run for one term. I'll be your mayor for one term, because it would take if I'm elected and I'm able to implement some good things and the citizenry of this community wanted me to stay on, it's going to take a groundswell. I really think having our creating a development agreement where I could teach people how to be developers, where it's a fair and even playing field. We've got to govern ourselves more than we do today. And I pray for Topeka. I did pray for Topeka earlier today. Hey, if nobody's told you they love you, know that I love y'all. I want to be your mayor. I'll give it a shot. Thank you.